Hey everybody, welcome to the Tool for Forza YouTube channel. Captain Nasty is right here, and this video is going to be for people that own HP reverbs or people that might be thinking about owning HP reverbs, and showing you how to get them set up to work with Steam VR, how to make Windows Mixed Reality talk to Steam VR so all your games are going to work. We're also going to talk about how to enable reprojection. We're going to talk about how to make IPD adjustments. I'm going to show you my settings. And I'm also going to show you how to get rid of the really annoying issue where you have to hold Win plus Y to make your cursor work in-game as well. So that being said, to do all this, to links to all this stuff, it's going to be down in the description below. And this should cover, it should only take you about half an hour to get all this set up and actually working. And I didn't see a video on YouTube to how to do this. It took me like half a day at least of research and kind of fiddling around and searching Google to figure all this stuff out. So if you find this video useful, please click like, make a comment, consider subscribing so other people can find this video when they get their HP reverbs. They're definitely not super straightforward to get like totally set up and working really, really good. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive right in. Now, the starting point of this video is going to be assuming you've already got the headset plugged in and you've already gone through the whole, controller setup with the Cliff House and all that kind of jazz. This is kind of step two. So the first thing that we're going to want to do here is I'm actually just going to close out of Windows Mixed Reality because we're going to be editing some things, is you're going to want to go to the store in Steam and you're going to want to search for Windows Mixed Reality for Steam VR. So this is a free program. It'll say install or download, something like that right here. Just go ahead and install that and download that. Oh, and I'm actually going to go ahead and just turn the camera off myself here because I'll just be in the way. Let me just get that out of the way here. So go ahead and download and install Windows Mixed Reality for Steam VR. Now, you should already have Steam VR on your system, but if you don't, you can download that in the same way. Search the store and download that, install that. Once you've got both of those things downloaded and installed, there's a little bit more we got to do to make them 100% functional, take advantage of all the new things we can do in Steam. So you're going to want to go down to Windows Mixed Reality for Steam VR Beta, and you're going to want to right-click on that. Sorry, yours will just say Windows Mixed Reality. It won't say Beta. So right-click that, click Properties, and go over to this tab on the far right that says Betas, and then you can see a drop-down menu here. Just select Beta-Public Data and click Close, and then we're going to do the same thing for Steam VR. So again, right-click Steam VR, Properties, Betas tab, drop down Steam VR Beta Update, and then Close. So now we've done all that. And we'll go into our Steam VR settings. I'll show you where to start with super sampling and kind of some of the pitfalls that can happen there because it's a little confusing on how to get the super sampling set up. So once you've got that going, to open Steam VR, you click the little green VR box up here, and to see the little three little horizontal lines in the upper left-hand corner, you're going to just left-click on that. You're going to go down to Settings. Now, in Settings, you're going to see Video. And what you're going to want to do here is set up your video settings so it's going to apply the correct amount of super sampling. So for this value here, you're going to want to check Enable Custom Resolution, and you're going to want to get this as close as you can to the native resolution of the index. So I find that 106%, and that's rendering each eye at 2208 by 2164. That's as close as you can get to 2160 by 2160. So that's what I run in the video setting there. Now you're also going to want to make sure that you set a value in your applications as well. So let's say we want to set up for IL2 Sturmovik. Again, so this is just set to 100% here, so it renders at 2208 by 2164. Again, that's as close as you can get to the full native resolution. And the reverb has got such good clarity and image quality that there's no need to super sample it. And I haven't even tried to super sample it. I don't know. That would really probably affect your FPS quite a bit because you're starting at already a really high resolution. So if you go 10% over a big number, it's a big change. So I would recommend just leaving it at 100 for sure. I don't think there's anyone that's got a computer that wants to super sample a reverb. I think you're going to want to probably have better performance or turn up graphics in game. So I run all my applications at 100% here. Again, as close as you can get it to 2160 by 2160. So that's how you do that. Let's move along in. Actually, let me close this first because we're going to do some things where I'm not going to want to have any of this stuff running. All right, so we've closed out of that. So we're done with Steam essentially now in terms of getting things set up and configured. So we'll close Steam. The next thing we're going to want to do here is we're going to want to get rid of the really annoying thing where you have to hold Win plus Y to make your mouse cursor work in-game. So the way you do that, you'll go to this link here, and if you'll scroll down It's on this 10 forums here is what it's called. And there's two different ways it says you can change this, but for me, option number one, where you go into settings and change the presence sensor or Windows plus Y, didn't actually fix it for me. So what I ended up doing was going down to, there's two different files you can download, and you want to take option number 3 here to only use Windows plus Y key. So click download here. You'll download this. It's like a zip file. You just open it up and you just run the exe, and then it'll make it so you no longer have to fiddle around with holding Win plus Y to make your mouse work in any of your games. That's a super big improvement. So that's the next thing you're going to want to do. So we're working in Steam. Now we've got it so we're not getting super annoyed trying to make our mouse work. And maybe you want to enable reprojection if you're running IL2 Sturmovik. I definitely recommend this. Or really, if you're running anything, I recommend enabling reprojection. So there's a really good thread that explains how to do this on the DCS forums. And that's all here. I'll put a link to that here. But the first step in these instructions are you want to download Notepad++. So don't use the Notepad editor to do what we're about to do. You need to download this program here, Notepad++, and it's just like, you know, running any other program. So go ahead and download that, get that working. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to edit a file here. So I've got a shortcut because I mod Assetto Corsa a lot, so I've already got a shortcut here, but you're going to want to go to Program Files, x86, Steam, SteamX, Common, and you're going to see Windows Mixed Reality VR Driver right here. So you open up that folder, and then open up the Resources folder, and then open up the Settings folder. Now, first thing you're going to want to do is right-click on this. It's going to say Default is this little folder file you're going to have here. So right-click that, copy this, and paste it somewhere. Where if you screw something up, it's not going to be a problem. So the next thing you're going to want to do is right-click it. There we go. And we're going to go to Open with Notepad++. So you're going to see all this kind of like programmer crap. I'm not a programmer. I got no clue what the hell I'm doing. So what you'll see in your file is it will look like, if you scroll down, why are we freaking out here, computer? What are we doing? Okay, we're back. So what you're gonna see when you open this is, and this is explained better in the thread that I showed you on DCS. That's why I put that here. So if you scroll down, you'll see // motion reprojection mode, auto. And to enable it, all you got to do is just delete those two slashes right there. And then there's some sort of indicator apparently that shows up in one of your the displays that'll show you when you're in reprojection mode. I've never actually seen that come up, but I know for sure I'm in ASW, reprojection mode, whatever you want to call it, because I see the frame rate capping, right around 45, and it's really smooth, so I know that it's working. But if you want to see if that works for you, just delete both of those. Now this is an important part. What you want to do here is you click close, and then you're going to click save here. Now this is all working for me. I don't want to mess anything up, so I'm going to click cancel, but you click save and yes, and then that should make it so now reprojection works. And that's really the tough stuff. Just to make a complete video, I'm going to show you my settings here as well. So if you just type settings in the search bar down there, go to mixed reality, there's a bunch of other stuff here. So headset display. So I have my visual quality set just to automatic. That's the default. I set my IPD to 60. I knew it was 60 because I had a CV1 with the manual slider, and that's what looked best for me. If you want to set your IPD, I recommend it. It's really unfortunate because you have to go in and out of a game and make an adjustment here. It's really not ideal. There might be a better way to do that. Maybe I'll do some research on that for a future video. If there's interest in that, comment below. Maybe I'll spend some more time figuring out for the rest of you guys because, again, I know my own IPD, and 60 is perfect for me. So that's anyways, but this is where you make that adjustment. So I wanted to call that out. And that's about it. Hopefully you find this video valuable. And if you did, give me a like, give me a comment so other people can help getting their reverb set up. And make sure you check us out for some more live streaming and racing with Assetto Corsa and flyouts on IL2 Sturmovik. This is Captain Nasties, over and out.